The roar came out of nowhere, a mechanical scream that froze my blood. I was tossing hay to the horses on my Texas ranch when I looked up to see a small plane spiraling wildly, black smoke pouring from its engine. It was dropping fast, heading straight for my property. My heart pounded as it clipped the tops of my pecan trees and slammed into the shallow end of my ranch lake, sending a geyser of water skyward. The metal groaned as the plane settled, and without a second thought, I dropped the pitchfork and sprinted toward the shore, my boots pounding the familiar dirt path. As I reached the lake, I saw the pilot moving inside the cockpit alive. Thank heaven. The plane was nose down in about 4 feet of water, and I waded in, the icy water soaking my jeans. The pilot was shaken, blood trickling from a gash on his temple, but he was coherent. I was about to help him out when I heard shouting behind me. Turning, I saw my neighbor, Linda Harper, storming across my land, her phone held high like she was filming a crime scene. Her face was flushed with rage, and she was yelling about unauthorized aircraft and community violations. I couldn't believe Ida Mann had just crashed, and she was ranting about her homeowners association rules. Linda, president of the Pinewood Estates HOA, had been a nuisance since she moved in 6 years ago. My 150-acre ranch, owned by my family for 4 generations, was never part of her subdivision, but that didn't stop her. She'd sent me letters complaining about my roosters crowing, the smell of my hay bales, even the sound of my pond frogs at night. She once tried to fine me for having too many animals, not grasping that my land was zoned agricultural. She'd even trespassed to take photos, claiming she was ensuring compliance. Now, as I helped the pilot, Tom Bradley, out of his wrecked plane, Linda was in full meltdown, demanding I remove the aircraft immediately. When I told her we needed to get Tom medical help, she scoffed, saying it wasn't her problem, and called 911, claiming a reckless pilot was endangering her neighborhood. My ranch, with its rolling hills and spring-fed lake, was a world apart from Pinewood's manicured lawns. Linda acted like her HOA ruled everything within a 5-mile radius, but I ignored her until now. As she paced my property, citing fake HOA bylaws about needing board approval for aircraft, Tom sat on a log, apologizing. He explained his engine had failed, forcing an emergency landing. Linda cut him off, insisting he should have contacted her HOA first. I was stunned at her audacity. When Sheriff's Deputies Olson and Carter arrived, Linda thrust a binder of HOA documents at them, claiming my ranch fell under her jurisdiction. Deputy Olson, flipping through her papers, looked puzzled. Deputy Carter, checking county records on his tablet, asked Linda to show the HOA's property lines. She gestured vaguely, claiming authority far beyond her 52-lot subdivision. But the county records were clear. My ranch was entirely separate. Then, a neighbor, Mrs. Clara Thompson, an 80-year-old widow, spoke up. She'd been watching from her yard and revealed Linda had sent her violation notices for her mailbox color and lawn height, despite her property being outside the HOA. Clara showed a stack of threatening letters, all on official Pinewood letterhead. Other neighbors joined, sharing similar stories. The Wilsons, who owned a small orchard, brought letters demanding that they remove their fruit trees. Then Tom, still nursing his head wound, dropped a bombshell. He was a property law attorney specializing in HOA disputes. Despite his crash, his mind was sharp. He explained that Linda's actions issuing fake fines, threatening legal action, and claiming false authority constituted fraud and extortion. He offered to help the deputies and victims pursue legal action. Linda tried to dismiss him, but a quick call confirmed Tom's credentials as a respected lawyer with no prior aviation issues. The investigation snowballed. Deputies called in their supervisor, and neighbors gathered, turning my ranch into an impromptu town hall, the crashed plane a surreal backdrop. The HOA treasurer revealed Linda had deposited fines into unmonitored accounts, claiming there were 4 administrative costs. Records showed she'd collected over $60,000 in bogus fines over 6 years, targeting vulnerable residents like the elderly and new immigrants. The Pinewood HOA hadn't even filed proper state registration, making its actions legally dubious. Tom offered to represent the victims, and the county attorney arrived to document Linda's fraud. She was charged with fraud, extortion, and abuse of authority. The HOA faced a lawsuit from 35 property owners, and, unable to survive the legal and financial fallout, voted to dissolve. Linda pleaded guilty, receiving a 3-year prison sentence and an order to repay all victims. Her family sold her house, which Tom and his wife, Emily, bought, turning it into a symbol of redemption. The community transformed. Without the HOA's oppressive rules, mailboxes bloomed with color, gardens flourished, and kids' playsets appeared. The Wilsons expanded their orchard, sharing fruit with neighbors. Clara started a group to educate seniors about their rights, becoming a local hero. Tom opened a law firm to fight HOA abuse, and his book, Crash Landing: How Corruption Fell, became a bestseller. The state passed the Bradley Act, tightening HOA oversight. My Ranch Lake, now a pilgrimage site for HOA victims, got a plaque, Justice Rises from Unexpected Falls. 3 years later, we held a Freedom Fest barbecue by the lake. Tom flew his repaired plane overhead, met with cheers. Linda's former assistant, Susan, who'd provided key evidence, spoke at conferences about spotting HOA fraud. The community thrived, a testament to ordinary people standing up to tyranny. What do you think about this story of justice triumphing over abuse? Have you faced bullies or injustice in your life? Share your thoughts in the comments. Let's debate how we can stand up to power and support each other.